Hello and welcome back to the channel. It is I, KCB, coming to you from within the sound void where all that exists is my voice, a talking point, and some recently recorded game footage. Also, I'm glad you all seem to like these videos more than me doing narrations of Lost Lore readings, because good lord, did that video bomb. I don't know if it was because of the length, I don't know if it was because y'all just weren't interested. Oh, but I thought it was like 2016 again over here on my channel, and yikes, I never want to go back there again. Oh, and by the way, before we get started with this one, channel members, if you haven't voted for the next Promote My 4-Star series rep, please do so soon. We are in a 4-way tie. Those who haven't voted yet have an insane amount of power right now. And it may be a 5-way tie, I don't know. But only time will tell. I think there's like one person who hasn't voted yet, so December is in your hands, friend. Anyway, if you've been paying attention to these Fate talks, you know so far that I'm not really all that excitable about many more characters getting into Heroes. Look, just because my poll list has been decimated this year doesn't mean I'm done wanting, okay? I just feel guilty wanting more, having already been so spoiled. But I'm willing to put all that aside for you, loyal viewer. In fact, there is so many of them making this list that I'm about to share with you. I was genuinely, I was in a hard spot. Like, really. Mostly Tellius. I'm a Tellius boy at heart. What are you gonna do? You know, I am. But this video isn't about all the characters I want in Fire Emblem Heroes that still aren't in it. This is a video about one character from each Fire Emblem title that I want in Fire Emblem Heroes who still aren't in the game. Does that make sense? It's one character from every FE title that isn't in FE that I want in FE. Right? Does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Anyway, but again, there are more. There are always more. There will always be more. There is never less. Always more. I had to limit myself, otherwise I'd just be talking constantly about all the Tellius characters and why Fire Emblem Warriors still deserves representation. Which, by the way, I did not include Warriors in this list, but for the sake of consistency, Darius. Pretty much just him. Skip the twins, forget about her mom, just Darius. That's it. And some other stipulations, because, you know, fine print and all. The series I chose from were mainly those already repped in FE. I combined all the Marth games just to be New Mystery of the Emblem. There are a lot of Marths. Okay, like there's a lot. But there's not a lot of variation within them that make a big difference, except for that one with Nagi, but she's already in FE, so I don't really care anyway. I also counted Shadows of Valentia to include Gaiden, because Gaiden never happened, and Valentia is in FE, so there's that. Fates is combined within all three versions, and DLC characters, I guess, are fine. The only sticking point I have there is there are some Cypher characters as part of the Valentian DLC, and while I do want a Cypher banner in FE, I do not want a Valentia DLC banner, which includes Cypher characters. I want an actual Cypher banner. FE partly killed Cypher, okay? That's just, those are facts. Cypher could be immortalized for however long Fire Emblem Heroes exists. It's the right thing to do, I guess. Make it happen, you freaking cowards. It legit won't make any money for them. Or maybe it would. I don't know. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, here we go. New Mystery of the Emblem, Jake. Why do I want Jake in FE? He's Anna's boyfriend. We know we have several Annas in FE, right? None of them are Jake's Anna, quote unquote. Can you imagine the Forging Bonds shenanigans, my friends? I very much would like to see that. Also, Ballista. Maybe we'd get a new weapon out of getting Jake in the game? Knowing IS, they'd just make him like a bow. But either way, I am here for it. Also, shout out to my guy Frey. I know a lot of you all killed him off very early in Shadow Dragon, but you did him dirty, and I hate you for it. Not really. But I like Frey, and I want to bring him home. Shadows of Valentia, Tatiana. Valentia has a great cast, but the representation in Heroes, how do I say, suffers from a bit of Ulm and Silica syndrome. Yeah, I think that's the right way to say that. While there's a lot of the cast in Fae, there is still some missing, and Tatiana is one of them. I really like her relationship with Zeke, who, by the way, is not a voting option in Choose Your Legends. I see you, Intelligent Systems. I see the grift you are trying to pull. And when I get her in my first playthrough, I took her all the way to the end game. Even though I had better options, it's just dedication, okay? I don't know what to tell you. Case in point, I can't get Valentia and Pala or a May alt. Winter May, please. Yes, I'm begging you. Then I want Tatiana. That's it. The heart wants what it wants. Genealogy of the Holy War. Kulain. So, look, I don't know a whole lot about Yggdrasil series, but I am pretty familiar with the cast. Since Bridget was recently added as a pirate, very fitting I might add, I have very little to gain from more characters from the series getting in, as most of them that I care about are already repped. However, Kulain has a cool name, and I like the mythos behind his name origin, so he gets my vote. It is that simple. Thracia 776. Lara. Remember how I said I don't have a lot of attachment to Genealogy? It was literally just like seconds ago that I kind of said that. It's even a little less with Thracia. And I know a lot of you are going to be upset to hear that, but look, it's just what it is, okay? I'm trying to play through Genealogy of the Holy War on the original Japanese cart, all right? I got a Super Nintendo, I busted the tabs, and I put in a Famicom thing, okay? So I'm trying, all right? I am trying. Anyway, so I guess Lara, I don't know, she's cute, I guess. I like thieves. I don't know. That's my answer. Don't jugdroll me. Get it? Because jugdroll and judge, they're kind of... I combine the words to make a joke. Listen, please don't leave the video yet. There are literally pics and jokes later on that will enrage you more. I promise. And you don't want to miss those. Binding Blade. Diane? I don't really know how to say his name, but it's Wrath's dad. So, I mean, with Wrath getting added this year, this was kind of like a no-brainer, right? Any chance I have at getting more of Wrath's gene pool into Fae, I will take it, because Wrath is the man, and therefore, Diane is the man, I guess. But not as much, because Wrath, still number one. Blazing Blade. Lowen. Easily my favorite knight in the game. Sorry, Kent. You never see his eyes because he doesn't know what a haircut is, but Lowen is my boy. Every Blazing playthrough I have done has left him OP, and way too useful. Also, slight backstory, his dad was the chef of Ellawood's grandfather. So even if he got in as a special cooking banner chef alt because of an extremely obscure reference that applied to his father, I still wouldn't be mad. Also, shout out to Isadora. I hope she gets in sometime soon as well. Sacred Stones. Natasha. My healer of choice from Sacred Stones. Actually, were there any other healers? I don't remember. That's how heavily I relied on Natasha. Also, a friend of mine ships her and Joshua super hard, so I'm just including her as a favor to him. You know who you are, and you are welcome. Path of Radiance. Stefan. Okay. I said the name, so you all know. But truthfully, I could have rolled Path and Dawn into like one pick, but I already had like 10 characters that didn't make the list that I wanted to talk about. So I don't know, man. This one was hard. I can't name just one. But ultimately, I went with Stefan. As a fellow member of the Branded, he is a deeply interesting character who makes you think a little bit harder about the prejudice discussed throughout the game. And that's why we play games, right? Philosophical meaning. Obviously. Why did you play it? Radiant Dawn. Volk. Y'all didn't think I was forget Volk, did you? Like, I was not about to do that. I put him in the Radiant slot because his outfit is cooler in this particular game. That's it. Free him, IS. Do it. And when you do, make us purchase him with like arena medals or something. I don't know. I have too many of them, and it would make for a great reference somehow. Volk is probably my favorite thief, quote-unquote, character from the game. Also, I can't imagine what would happen if he met Fallen Ike in a Forging Bonds storyline. That would be so good. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, never mind. Don't add Volk. Terrible idea. Add Lucia instead. Do not add Volk. Do not let him meet Fallen Ike. Bad things gonna happen. Awakening. I'll just say it and get it over with. Priam. There, I said it. Remember when I said things would outrage you further on in the video? This is probably one of those things that I was referencing. Look, I like Ike. I want to see Priam interact with Ike. Ike, I feel, would probably not much like Priam. And I think that would be funny. It is a selfish pick, and I acknowledge that. But truthfully, Severa was the other hard pick here. I have no idea why she's still not in the game. Doesn't make any sense to me. Free Severa. Fates. Shura. Another thief pick, quote unquote. Although the adventure class is way cooler and I think more closely related to Trickster, I want to say. Either way, I would like to see him explore, interact more with Azura, given the backstory, we'll say, there. So another Forging Bonds to explore, maybe? When I played through Revelations, I did really like Shura. So when we finally get him in, I will be a happy lad. I don't really have a whole lot of attachment to Fates, honestly, but I do remember that I like Shura, so he gets my pick. Alright. 3 houses. Rhea. Tokyo Mirage set. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Rhea is the obvious pick here, since technically Dorothea exists in the game. Remember that other thing I said that would probably outrage you more than the Juggerl pun? This was that other thing. I am coming out to you as a Rhea fan. I like Rhea. I think that she is misunderstood. I like the depth of her character as well as the complexity behind the actions of which she takes. Also, she gets a little bit cray-cray, but that's fine, you know? We all get stuff in traffic. We know what it's like to be upset, all right? Look, I'm just a fan. And really, the fact that other people kind of hate her just makes me like her more. For some reason, I don't understand. But the fan hatred only makes my like grow larger. Does that make sense? I don't know that it makes sense. Either way, she's got my pick. But the whole cast of 3 houses is great. And I know that we're getting an Ashen Wolves banner soon. I think. So it's got to go to Lady Rhea. Tokyo Mirage Sessions, for real this time. Maiko. While the cast isn't really that big, in TMS I got a little taste of more with the Encore edition that came out earlier this year, and it included the chance to include Maiko and some others in Sessions. She's rocking some kind of like weird Azura inspired outfit and she's slashing with daggers or something. I don't know, but I'm here for it. I am here for it. Additionally, her drunken hot mess attitude became my spirit animal for dealing with 2020 the longer the year went on. So in this house, we stand Maiko. Finally, Fire Emblem Heroes. I wasn't going to forget the actual game, right? Thor. Yes. Yes, you all thought there wouldn't be any context behind Plumeria. Thought she was just fan service. Well, guess what? She has a tragic backstory, and now you feel bad for doubting me when I gave her a vote back in CYL4. My next assumption is that same thing is probably going to happen with Thor. Maybe. I don't know. She seems a little odd, right? She's just kind of like hanging out with Formas all day, who are not real, like, people, I guess. But she's also a god. I don't know. I feel like there's something deeper that we need to explore with her. Like, below surface. Like, hey, I'm Thor. I like Formas. And also, show me your strength. That's it. That's all we have on Thor right now. And I think there's something more interesting with her going on. I think Thor has more to offer. And I hope we get her as a mythic soon. Or maybe just like some CYL runner-up thing. Like how we got Loki, who is also a god. But I guess that's a different topic, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But, for purpose, Thor has my pick here. So hey, are you still there? Are you still upset about the Jojo pun? Okay. Well, let me know in the comments, quote unquote, I'm still here, to let me know that you made it this far in the video. Also, while you're down there, tell me someone not in FEH that you still want in there. You don't have to rattle off the entire series list like I just did, because that might take a while. But I mean, hey, if you want to, more power to you. That is your prerogative. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Very short outro today. Be sure to subscribe and come on back. And until then, I will catch you next time.